So we have 2, 4, 6, 8 different words or expressions, and we are gonna match them with the correct definition. Okay. So I'm gonna read each one of them, and you are gonna tell me or guess which one is gonna be like the correct expression or word for each definition. So we are gonna have a strategy, to summarize, paperwork, to pretend, to break something down, high stakes, sweat, to confess. So let's begin with the first one. It's gonna be to admit. Which one of them is gonna match with to admit? What do you think?
Confess.
To what? Excuse me?
To confess.
To confess? Okay. Everybody's agree?
Yes, agree.
Yeah, nice. Okay. The first one is gonna be to confess. The second one, you will be thinking about this, don't worry. An action to achieve a result.
I think that is a strategy.
Strategy.
Strategy? Oh, we have two. The other students are agree?
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Nice. To behave as if something is true.
To pretend.
To pretend. Okay. Everybody's agree?
Yes, agree.
Okay, nice. A situation where the result is very important.
I'm not sure, but it could be high stakes.
Okay, it could be high stakes. Okay. What the other students say? High stakes. You're not sure?
Yes, it is high stakes.
Okay, nice. So we have an improvement here. High stakes. The next one, the water that comes from your skin when you are very hot. Like today, the sun. This is a sunny day. Sweat. Everybody's agree?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, agree.
Nice. To give the main points.
To summarize.
To summarize. Okay. The other students are agree?
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice. Then we have forms and documents.
Paperwork.
Paperwork. Everybody's agree?
Agree.
This is an easy one. And finally, we have to make something into smaller parts and to break something down. So let's see if we did a good job. I think that you did well. Finish 8 out of 8, 100%. Congratulations, girls. Okay, amazing. So please remember to pay attention to the details. We are gonna listen once, speak about what did you get from this audio, then listen the second time, and after that, the last time with the transcription, okay? I'm gonna mute myself and play the audio.
So today's expert teacher is Gabriella, a university English teacher from Leeds. Gabriella, hi, and thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
So I have to confess today's topic is something I am really bad at, listening. Most people say speaking is the most stressful part of learning a new language, but for me, with my B1 German, speaking isn't so bad. At least I'm in control of it, but listening, whoa. People speak so fast, and it's like my brain just shuts down. Am I just really strange and bad at listening? Tell me honestly, I can take it.
No, you're not strange. In fact, it's really common. You know, in exams, most people do pretty well in speaking compared with listening. Of course, exams are a different situation from real life because in an exam, you can't ask for something to be repeated or explained. You usually have just one or maybe two opportunities to listen to the dialogue and then it's gone.
Right, but in real life, I feel stupid always saying, sorry, can you repeat that, please? Especially if I still don't understand, even when they repeat it. And people out there listening, I hope you don't do this. Quite often, the person just repeats what they said equally as fast, and I'm still lost.
They do, don't they? In real life, you've got two strategies. One is to pretend to understand and get out of the conversation as fast as you can.
Yep, sounds familiar.
But obviously, that's not going to help if it's a conversation with high stakes. It might have important consequences. I mean, if you're just chatting with a stranger at the bus stop, it doesn't matter. But imagine you're at a government office or a bank trying to find out what paperwork you need to get your ID or open a bank account. What can you do then?
I hope you got the answer, Gabriella, because I'm coming out in a cold sweat just thinking about either of those situations.
The other strategy is to summarize what they said.
But how can you do that if you didn't understand what they said?
Well, you only start the summary. So you might say, in German in your case, okay, so the first thing I have to do is, and make it a question. Or, for example, and which office is that again? Break it down into smaller questions and the other person will naturally start answering them. That way you're controlling the conversation a bit more.
I get you.
This recording is from the British Council.
Finish. We have two mistakes here. So we have Gabriela recommends pretending to understand if a conversation is too difficult. I wanted to escape.
I
wanted to get out of.
I wanted to get out. Everybody's agree here. Nice. The next one we have, I was really nervous or afraid.
I came out in a cold sweat.
Yes, agree.
Okay. Nice. This is strange to read, but it makes sense.
Yeah,
in Spanish, it's not gonna work.
No, it sounds so weird.
Yeah, in Spanish, it's really strange to read that. Okay, the next one. I still don't understand.
I'm still lost.
I'm still lost. Everybody's agree?
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. And finally, we have, I understand what you're saying. I get you. Right? So, yeah, I think that you did such a good job here. Everything is all right. Finish, and we have all of it right. 6 out of 6, 100%. Really good job, guys and girls. Really good job. So, what do you think about this kind of topics? What do you think about the listening skill? Tell me.
You know, like I said before, I think it's actually the most important, or at least one of the most important skills, because I think listening and speaking is like they go hand by hand, you know, because writing and, well, at least reading and writing is quite more, a little bit easy, you know, because you can, some people say, yeah, do you know do you know English? They say, yeah, I can read, I understand, but I can speak it, right? So it's the most common thing that people say. But whenever they try to speak, yeah, maybe sometimes they say a couple of words, they they make themselves understand through a conversation, even if it's a poor conversation of poor vocabulary, but they made it, like just like the foreign doing with the Spanish, you know. Sometimes when the foreign come here, they like we said in Spanish they chapucean el idioma. They say a couple words and yeah, people understand them. So, but when it comes to listen, yeah, it's if your ear is not accustomed to the sounds, you know, the articulation of the mouth, the sounds, and if the the speaker speaks fast, so you get lost.
Try to imagine speak with some stranger, someone that is out of this country, and this person is visiting us, and we have to explain this person that in some other countries the word is bolsa, but here in the Valle del Cauca is chuspa. Try to explain that.
Not chuspa. Well, actually, that's not even Spanish. I don't know.
No, I don't remember the origin of the word, but yeah.
There are several theories. I don't know, but I don't know where we come out with that term.
We have strange words here.
But actually, you know what? It could be by association, because sometimes people learn, you know, vocabulary, some words, when you associate images or things showing that thing and say, okay, si coges una bolsa, por ejemplo, en este caso chuspa, y say, this is chuspa. Entonces, with association.
But we cannot say that phrase with a Spain person.
Oh, of course not. But
that's,
you know,
gonna be rude.
But even so, you understand that in your first language, you understand that there's so many terms and idioms and stuff for every region in Latin America and from Spain. So you understand that. Even in English, you know, the Anglo speakers know that maybe in Australia say different word from another from UK. Or the US, and so.
Like saying coming out with a cold sweater. Okay.
Actually, yeah. The original name came for shoes bag. Many years ago, Chipichape, the name is not Chipichape, it's Chip in Shape. So through the years, people here in Colombia, they don't speak English, so Chip in Shape now is Chipichape, and when they were there to buy something, people say, where to ask for your shoes bag.
Yeah, I heard before that. Yeah, I heard that before. Or read it, I can remember, yeah.
It's like rhomboid, but actually it's round point.
Yeah. You know, there's another one. I don't know if the rest of the country, but here we used to say several long time ago, or a couple of years ago, people used to say, "Ese man es biga," but it's from the from the word bigger. You know, it's bigger because it's huge, it's strong. So biga is from bigger. That's one of the theories.
Even think about that. But...
Yeah, the shotgun. You know, in the street they tell a chango, but I think it's shotgun because it's not a shotgun. Yeah, there's a lot of words that transform, you know.
My gosh.
And yeah, that's why that's why they're listening. That's what they're listening.
But look at this about the Cristhian saying, you know. For example, me and talk about something topic here is understandable, you know, because it's Colombian speaker speaking English, you know, is easier to understand. But when you hear other person talk about some whatever topic in English, but is a native speaker, it's complicated. I can understand what do you say, you know, is so easier. But when you hear another person, a native speaker, is more complicated, you know.
Yeah, you're right. You're so right.
Yeah, sometimes it is.
Yeah. What the other students say? Don't be staying silently. Just give me what are you thinking about this? What is your opinion?
Yes, in my case, I try to practice listening skills with on internet, for example, because I think that is very important. But I am agree with Javier. It's true. I can understand what you say, and for example, I use a web page that is
Yeah.
called Hello, and here there are audios that I can hear slow, so I can understand what they said. But or for example, here in class I can understand, but when I play, I am watching a movie or a series, I don't understand. I can't understand.
Sometimes they speak strange.
Yeah,
Yeah, in the movies and the series.
yeah, no, it's very difficult.
Yeah, you're so right, Angie. Thank you. Juliana raised her hand, and then Juliet. Tell us, Juliana. Juliana, are you there?
Can you hear me, teacher?
Yeah, yes, I can.
I'm sorry, my microphone takes a little to turn on.
Don't worry, don't worry.
Teacher, I was thinking in the first statement that the guy said, and well, I think there are a lot of people that feel that listening is quite complicated. But in my case, I work with as a tutor in English too, and I work with so many people, and I think in Colombia in general, it's very difficult speaking. You know, like doing that the student speak and say the things, or not thinking in Spanish, just creating sentence from English is very difficult. I think I have realized that in a very big part of the students that I have.
And actually, you are right. Yeah, you are right. This is for the phonetic part, for the phonetics. Yeah. Let's listen to Juliet, and then we are going to speak about that if you want. Actually, we have 10 minutes, but it's still enough time. Thank you, Juliana.
Yes, what I think is that the problem is that we learn with our eyes and not with our ears, you know? This is the reason because you can, of course, you go to the US, the UK, and you can see children 4, 5 years speaking English very well, perfectly, but they don't need, they don't know about grammar rules, you know, because they don't need, because the way they learned was through the ears, not through the eyes. But we are focused trying to learn with eyes. I mean, reading or writing. And the key to speaking in language is just speaking. You need to speak in, and the people can be able to understand you, and then you can learn grammar rules. Like people here in Colombia, for example, our grandpas or grandmothers, they speak in Spanish perfectly, but they never wrote it, the language, you know. So the key is to be immersed in a language, always listening, because the key is listening through our ears, but no eyes. That's what I think.
Yeah, you're right, because sometimes we learn Spanish just because we born in this environment. But
Yes, I'm gonna tell you the key. The key is because, for example, children, they when they was born in, they were born in a native English speaker. Uh, from they are babies, you know, and father, hey, do you want to sleep? Why are you crying? And they are listening. When they have 3 or 4 years, they speak perfectly, but they don't know how to write. But because the kid is listening, yes.
yeah, oh my gosh, you're
Yeah,
really, really right.
actually, actually, that's the better way to learn some language, any language. That's how I learn. I live in the United States for 5 years, and that's how I learned. Like speaking with my friends, don't be afraid to make a mistake. That's something that we have as Colombians. We're like we want to be perfect. You know, we want to speak without any error or don't make mistake. Uh, People from outside they care. They say, dormir, por favor, vivir, and that's it for them. So when we try to learn something new, we should do without afraid to make mistakes.